Pardon myself. Okay. So we're live.
Hold on. DJ telephone is.
We're live. Woo! We're live in St. Louis, y'all. Live in St. Louis. Let us know that you're here in the comment section, please, and thank you.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, everyone. We are in St. Louis. We're in the Lou.
We got here last night. You were a fucking amazeballs. She drove the whole way. Like, whoa! What is the total hours? I mean, I know
it's a 12-hour drive, just like initially, like without stopping for gas or to pee or to get food or to stretch your fucking old ass bones and your butt. Oh my God. But here's the deal is that I love driving my car. I love it so much that I was like, no, you don't need to take over.
Yeah,
I got like 5-hour energy.
She's like, I'm going to tell you how to drive my car, but I'm probably not going to let you drive
I did.
my
I gave her like instructions, like just in case you need to drive. Here's some instructions on what you can do in my car. And I was like telling her how to use the fucking, what do you call it? The cruise control, which my cruise control is dope. Like I feel like a fucking pilot. I've never flown a plane, but I imagine that's what a fucking pilot feels like.
It's similar. Mine's similar in terms of I got the little paddles at the top too.
Yours are at the top. Mine's just like a little kickstand.
And I can do it's
yeah. So
position.
What's up next? So
hey Dex.
So I just have a little stick, and then you like push the button to turn it on, and then you set it by pushing the stick down. And you resume it by pushing the stick up. But while you're driving, you can change your speed by pushing like by 1 mile per hour going up and down. I fucking love it. And it fucking slows down if I'm on somebody's ass too hard.
That would creep me from out.
Well, at first it did. And then now I'm just used to it. So now I'm like, this bitch is gonna stop. She's gonna stop. She's absolutely gonna stop. I have faith in her. We have a trusting relationship. Some asshole fucking put a fucking whole ass rock in my windshield the other day.
Dude, and not even just like a little ding, like not just a ding. It's like crushed the windshield, and if another thing hits your windshield, it's gonna
like we're
it's
just gonna be
crumble.
Like driving in the
it's already crumbling.
On the inside,
On the inside.
I
was like, I just touched it to just like, I was like, oh, that's a piece of glass on my finger.
Listen,
cool. Hey,
yeah, we text him immediately, and we were like, we need to like figure this out. So yeah, it's in the corner, so it's not in the center or anything. If it had been in the center, it would have gone through the windshield. I feel like
it's on the side, passenger side, right at the visual line side of the passenger, and it cracked, and it's
but it hit like
across like that.
It hit like right on the edge, like between the window and the metal.
Yeah,
so that's where it's at.
Yeah,
it's crazy,
and right on the frame.
Holy shit! And I heard it too, and I was like, "Where the fuck?" It scared the shit out of me, and then I saw it starting to like creep across. So. We're live now.
I know, like that was before we posted.
So yeah, it was crazy. It was on my way back from Durango, and I was like, holy shit. And now I've been on the road for 2 weeks straight. I'm tired. Pretty tired. I did take a short nap today. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, because I don't do that. I don't lie to y'all. But I did take a short nap today, and then I woke up and had a smoothie.
Dude, this day has flown by.
It has. I don't even know where it went.
I mean, we had brunch and then it was 4:00.
I was like, holy shit. Hey, what's up? Yeah, so tag all your friends. Let them know we're here. We are in St. Louis. We've given a couple people our address. So if you come by during the show or after the show, we're probably going to be smoking blunts. If anybody wants to donate
There's no probably.
No, we are. If
given.
anybody wants to donate to our blunt smoking, you're welcome to do so. We would love some sponsorship. We would love some fucking sponsorship.
And that comes in all, we accept all
forms.
All forms.
Sponsorship would be amazing. Give me some of them Missouri mids, y'all. I'm just fucking with y'all. I know they're not mids. I've had them. Y'all grow some good shit.
Other side. Thanks for joining us, Jen.
Yes, thank you. So
On the other side.
So we actually do have a guest today. We have a guest today. Do you want to come on now? And
sure.
Just smoke with us
come
now?
on in.
Yeah. Roll
Yeah.
your chair.
Roll on in.
Chair in between us. This is Kyle. Kyle is our friend in Missouri, and he is a comedian. And he's going to tell us about some showcase shit that's coming up. And then also we're going to smoke blunts and talk about our trip. So mostly we're going to do that. But we're going to also highlight his showcase and give him a chance to we're going to put him on the spot and to make him be funny. Comedians love that. Comedians love it when you're like, hey, be funny right now. Be funny. Be a funny man. So
Be ready.
So first of all, we're going to tell you about this several times, but let's talk about the showcase real quick. When is it going to be? Where is it going to be?
Okay, so third Friday of every month, which for this month is going to be this coming Friday. The St. Louis Cannabis Club, who you can follow on Instagram.
You should follow on Instagram.
St. Louis Cannabis Club puts on a comedy showcase called the Best Medicine Comedy and Cannabis Showcase. And the show's gotten pretty big in terms of people wanting to come out to it. So it's actually too big to have it on site at the Cola 2.0, which I'm not sure if it's officially open, but I know that's going to be opening here soon. And Brennan was like, yeah, we got to have it off site. So it's going to be over at the Empire Room, 3407 California Avenue, just down the street from the new Cola Lounge.
Okay.
And
we'll definitely tell you guys that again. So get a pen and paper. But yeah, so
we'll share it on our page as well.
Yeah,
so
we're going to share that flyer. Yeah,
that
there's a flyer that he has. So for sure, we'll share that on the page. And get you guys interested, and we're gonna try to go because I think we might still be here. We're probably still gonna be here. We extended our stay because we weren't sure when the hell our labels were coming through. So we were like, hey, let's stay. So yeah, that'll be interesting as well. We're pretty excited to be here. It's a 12-hour drive just on the surface of it. But we didn't do it in 12 hours because we wanted to stop and take pictures, and we only stopped a couple of times, but still that takes a little bit. And then, of course we got to stop for gas and whatever. But there's one stop. So we were looking at places where we could stop and get some photos and stuff of which way the cans. They're like, what the fuck? They're right there. Okay, so we want to get some photos of the cans with the new artwork and everything. And so we stopped a couple of times. And one of the places we stopped was at this place called TruckHenge. Have you guys ever heard of this place?
I Googled because I was like, what can we do? I've done a couple of things on the road trips. What does Kansas have to offer? We're always Kansas is, if you've driven through Kansas, it's flat.
Don't they have the largest easel or some shit like that?
Yeah, they have one of the, so that's part of a Monet installation across the globe apparently. They're in several places.
Okay.
But one being in Goodland, Kansas. So a sister and I have been to that one, and they have one in Australia and then a few other places.
Okay.
And then
nope.
And then so there were a couple of other things, but some of them were pretty far off the beaten, off the path detour. A few were you have to look for them, and they had mile markers, so it's fine, whatever.
But still, it's like a treasure hunt.
TruckHenge.
Yeah, TruckHenge.
Like
That's in
Stonehenge, but
Topeka, Kansas.
Topeka.
Are y'all familiar with people from Topeka, Kansas? Because have you ever heard of this?
Yeah, like a girl I was dating. It's funny you say that. A girl I was dating right after I got back from when I got back from Iraq. So between Iraq and Afghanistan, this was when I was working at Military Funeral Honors. Well, my girlfriend's cousin, like, basically was from Topeka, and she would always talk about it like it was just the most gangster place.
Okay, no, that was not our experience. It was not gangster.
So
I
man,
mean-
my people in Topeka.
I mean, there were some guns going off while we were there.
There were guns.
So it had to be like a shooting range, or
Okay.
at least
There were guns, and
for sure,
also
for sure.
the guy talked like an auctioneer on crack.
Oh man.
To be in the mind of this person, if he was the mastermind of this installation, to be inside we were inside his mind, and
I have many questions.
we did, and we did not ask them. He asked us several, which we
did not
probably
understand.
Collectively
What did he say
understood
about
one.
the snake? He said, "What kind of snake bit Cleopatra?"
What kind of snake bit Cleopatra? And I said a viper. Or
Right,
something.
right, because we were being logical about it. So you said like a viper, and then
And go check out the picture of on our. I don't even know where it's at. We'll figure it out. I'll get it posted.
but it
somewhere,
was something he made some kind of like joke, and now I can't. It was like a pun joke. It was like a pun, and he was making some kind of joke, and it had to do with a butt. I don't know, and a snake in a butt, bum, something bum. I don't know, but it was, and we
Any
were.
guesses? Any
Uh,
guesses?
Any guesses?
Bum snake.
I mean, I guess we could probably Google it.
But it wasn't like no, but it wasn't a real thing. It
But
wasn't.
it wasn't.
a real
It was
thing.
a joke he
He
made up.
a
He
joke,
clearly-
yeah, about the
He
snake.
had some jokes.
Yeah, and there was like shoes hanging from the trees, and then shoes hanging from this fence. And I have questions
That
about where
sounds
they
creepy.
came from. I know I watched a lot of Criminal Minds, and so I'm like concerned about.
I'm starting to think those
We're gonna-
gunshots were actually like the DEA was raiding this like clandestine drug lab.
That
Oh,
or
my.
that or it's more like the games. What is
Or like what, the Hunger Games,
Not
like
the
the-
Hunger
No, it
Games.
could
The
be.
But like
the
Purge.
the Korean one that was on.
Oh, the one on Netflix? What is
Yeah.
that called? What is that called, you guys? The games on Netflix. What is that called?
where they have to play the games of it like for money kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I don't
was,
watch it.
All the rage last summer.
I watched it. It was
It
interesting.
was called Running Man, actually.
It was
Kind of,
like-
yeah, kind of thing. Yes, yes.
So it's like I was like, we got to get out of here before we start being hunted right
Before-
now.
yes, exactly. Hunted and straight up.
Before
we
we makes
were
a
like-
joke about the deadliest game of all. Man.
We will be. We've released some of the pictures.
Do you have that video though, where he
Yes.
was talking really?
Yes.
So we were like,
Okay.
we were like laughing awkwardly because we just wanted to get into like.
We thought we had to pay him. Well, we did. We paid
him in
We
time.
paid him with.
Let me
our
tell
time.
you, time is worth more than money. Okay, let me tell you why. You can't get the time back. You can't. You can never get that back. Once you pay with your time, that's it. It's all.
It's gone.
It's gone.
There's no repayment.
You can't get that $5 back.
There's no.
You-
loan.
you know what I'm
yeah, you
saying?
can't get it back. Okay,
You know
you
what I'm
ready?
saying? Okay,
This
here we
is-
go.
Okay.
There's
Oh.
the mic. So yeah, let's see if we can hear him talking. Oh, oh wow, that's cool. Is that bone? It's a bone. Like bone. You got a rhinoceros bone?
Yep.
I got rhinoceros bone out of that. Y'all, anybody want to take?
You heard the expression either or,
Yes.
see the tree
Uh
or not.
huh. I don't know what I was laughing at. Uh huh.
What's that dollar?
Uh huh.
Like there.
I have no idea.
That's where they're like.
Hoodwinked.
Yeah,
I don't even know what he asked, but I laughed. That was a good laughing.
3 lefts and a right.
so then we could go in.
Man, Jesus.
Did you hear how fast he was talking, y'all? I didn't understand. 99.9% of what he said was not understood.
But then to take the tour through as well. So there were mounds of bottles, mounds of shoes,
The shoes.
a pile of boats, like all graffitied. Graffiti boats, like a
old
graffiti boat
boats.
graveyard.
You guys got this whole like troll question thing going at the start.
I have lots of questions.
And he probably could charge people money.
I
if
mean,
they
he definitely
were-
could. He could definitely charge like
He'd
a
be like,
$5 for that.
$5.
Yeah. You could definitely go through for $5.
Yeah.
I would have paid him $5 to go through.
Oh, totally. And then there's the standing up cars,
Mhm.
standing up boats,
Which
so,
is where they got the name,
Yes.
where they made the name from.
So we're gonna be slowly releasing our pictures
Yeah.
from the rest of TruckHenge.
It was weird though, and I
It
have
was
questions about who those people are and that owned those shoes prior to them
Let's just say
being.
we made it out alive.
Listen, they were on this like fence, like a chain link fence. They were just shoes, just
There's a
hanging.
picture of it on the reel. If you can see it, it's
creeptastic.
creeptastic. And they do a
Creepy.
lot of the glass bottle reuse to make structures.
Yeah, so they
kind
made these
of
like little
stuff.
houses and stuff. I don't know if he's gonna be protected during the apocalypse, but it's what
I
it
mean,
is.
they have we've tagged them on their pages, y'all. So it is
It's
they
pretty
at least have
interesting.
the wherewithal to have a Facebook page or website. So
They do?
I tagged them. Yes,
Oh,
it's tagged
no,
on
no.
our
Y'all,
socials.
I didn't mean nothing bad by anything I said.
No. But it's for real.
It is for real. It was.
I hashtag Dateline in there. I was like,
Hashtag Dateline.
Dateline
Does
made it
anybody
out
know-
live.
Does anybody know who these shoes belong to? Like, is anybody investigating this?
Right? It's like, do they get a call
They're
out?
just like
do
in
they just go?
Topeka, like a bunch of people have gone missing and nobody's investigating it. They're all at Stonehenge. That's where they are. TruckHenge, not Stonehenge. Thank you.
They angered the ancient gods that sell TruckHenge.
Yeah.
You know, their shoes got taken.
They just, yeah, they're
They're alive and well, just they had to give up
maybe
their
they were
shoes.
being hunted as we were going through looking at them as an art display.
It is listed as a public place to go. So take it for what it's worth. And if you happen to be in Topeka,
Hit up TruckHenge with a friend.
with
Don't
a friend,
ever go by
do
yourself.
not go.
Listen, don't go places by
Don't.
yourself. Not weird places like that. Never will I ever.
Yeah.
You know what else I won't do? I won't stop at a rest stop, especially at night. I did actually on the way.
Only again with a friend. If I have friends with me, then I will. Or
I did on the way to Durango. I did, but it was daylight hours. But like literally, I can't do it as.
That was another landmark that we didn't get to go through, but apparently there is
They have a rest stop?
a pit stop that is the shape of a toilet bowl. So like it's like mosaic. So it looks like a toilet lid as the door, and then there's like this like wall that is the shape of a toilet paper roll, and then Google.
That's awesome.
Google, y'all. You'll
We
find
should've-
some things to
we
do.
should have checked that one out. That one probably would have been cool. But it was at
took us-
nighttime.
Well, no, it took us off the
It won't go at
route,
night.
and it was already kind of like, that's a 40-minute trip out of our way.
No.
We're not doing that today.
Not
So
today.
maybe on the way back. Maybe on the way back,
Maybe.
we'll hit up the toilet paper pit stop. The toilet bowl pit stop.
What you
I
doing,
think
Nugget?
it's called the bowl. It's just called the bowl.
Well, they weren't real creative with that name. were they?
No.
Oh, hi, buddy. Want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. Hi, buddy.
I was going to
So,
try
yeah,
to share shit, but there's
it
just
was-
too many things going on.
It was an interesting little stop that we did. And then we also stopped just to say goodbye to Colorado for the day. Just, let people know we were on the road. But that stopped. And then there was a bunch of other stuff that, like, once you hit Missouri, right, there's a bunch of other landmarks and stuff that.
Oh yeah,
We
there
were,
was
like,
a whole page of Missouri things to do.
So maybe on the way out of Missouri, we might hit some of those spots. It was interesting. We like being on the road. I love being on the road personally. It's exhausting, but also
We drove through the Kansas City Royals, Royals, or whatever traffic, a game. What's going on? The blue team.
Oh, yeah, that'd be the rule.
Okay.
yes. Okay, thank you. Like, we were like sports ball.
Oh, I only know that's because Florida used to be their winter ball. I used to sports ball at one time. So.
I watch football. I don't know nothing about baseball, but I'll go to a game. I'll eat hot dog and cheer for a team. I will do all of the things.
Oh, I'll go hang a social hour all day long.
Yeah. I'll go ham on it. Like,
That's where we're going.
yes, I got it. Yeah, for sure.
We have a phone too. We've got
I was
like
like,
20 phones, 3
Yes.
computers.
Okay, so am I mad about anything today?
I can't think of anything. We got to extend our stay in the Southland B&B.
I am actually mad a little bit. I get told stories by friends in the industry, and I'm actually kind of
Oh yeah,
always mad about this bullshit industry. Like, literally, friends of mine are out here with 20 plus years of experience having conversations with people who are like presidents, vice presidents, and head like cultivators and head extractors and general managers of dispensaries who have like 2 years of legitimate experience. Their other experience is not anywhere near our precious plant. And then I'm like, how are you the director of like cultivation or extraction if you don't even know? Like, I get it that we have skills from other industries, but they're not even pulling from our skills anymore. They're like taking other people and like writing these SOPs, and it's all like very corporate, which we need SOPs. We need like a way to do things, but then
but it
also
is not
like
a stand-in for
but also
experience.
Like, right. Like, also, if you have somebody with this major mass experience that has proven themselves as being like really good in their field, then they should be able to make decisions that the SOPs don't fucking include. And that's not what's happening. It's all very corporatized and very,
Yeah, man.
it's fucking, and so it's kicking us out of the industry. It's pushing us out.
And it's at a detriment to so many parties that have fought for it to get to this point of legalization. And so to just see that again, when we've talked about it, we're still a baby industry in terms of it being how long it's been we've been established legal again, and
it's all over, right? It's not just.
So why we have to adapt to others, why we have to adapt to other industry standards, just because, but that's the thing is like, they don't, when we're talking about cultivators versus business people, the investors don't care.
They don't like, give a
just show me, we see that you're successful. We see that you have built a brand and a product and everything. We're going to come in with our money and everyone's going to say, yay, money.
It's
and then
weed, y'all.
And then they're going to be like, well, then you've got to do this. And then we're going to put more money into this, but we're not going to pay you to do this. And then people don't care about it anymore. And that's why we need to protect home cultivations, small cultivations.
Yes, small businesses need to be protected because they're the only ones not doing it that way. They're the ones that are trusting in the talent that they brought on. So if you get hired by a small business to do that job, then you get to make like decisions about how you do your job and how things are gonna go. You're not just managing like a team. You're like you're working the whatever, the greenhouse, the lab, whatever. when you work for a corporation, you got to follow those SOPs second by second, word by word. And if you don't follow the SOP, it doesn't matter. Listen, it doesn't matter how wrong it is. It doesn't matter how much this SOP has caused problem after problem after problem after problem. And that's why you can't keep talent. And that's why you keep losing people and firing people, etc. Rotate, because they're following the SOP, but then that didn't work to alleviate your issue. And then if they go outside of the SOP, if they go outside of the SOP, then that's problematic, right? So these are all like fireable offenses, right? You went outside of the SOP, you're fired. It doesn't matter that what you did to go out when you went outside the SOP was actually beneficial to the problem. If you stay within the SOP and you don't solve the problem, you're fired. Because why? You didn't solve the problem we hired you to solve. But I did what you told me to do. I followed your SOP. You told me I didn't have any leniency one way or the other.
But they had no experience in that, how that SOP was created.
And then
you know,
yeah.
How can you say this new grower that has no experience is going to be able to put their eyes on a plant and say, this is what's wrong with that, this, and this is what she needs. And then, yeah, these, they want to call themselves master growers, but they can't turn a garden around. And then again, on this large scale, if something's happening and then you've got this huge scale grow, and then you've got one little issue becomes immediately like wildfire. Like,
I'll tell you one of the growers that I worked for like 3 different head growers in a year's time, in 1 year's time.
and then they don't want to listen to the ones that have started this industry,
Right.
the ones that have
So
been the backbone of this plant.
One of those growers they did come in, and we had like just breathe in. So one of the growers came in, and we had like a pest problem. You can probably start it again. We had a pest problem. Grower came in, fucking figured it out, alleviated the problem, came in with some new pest control, etc. Came in with his own ideas, got that shit under control. And then
you probably know how to eye that and know what's going on. So
Yeah.
you have no problem growing
Right.
on your 3 acres because you get to grow how you grow, and you get
nobody's telling you how
Nobody's
you have to
telling
do the
you.
thing, right?
But someone's going to come
That's what I'm
ask
saying.
you how to
You
do
know what?
it and then create
this-
a problem
so-
so you can't.
Right. So this grower comes in, it alleviates the bug problem, but also doesn't take shit from higher up. So like, you're not going to be disrespectful to me. I fixed your problems, right? And so, if you're not a yes man, you can't stay in these spaces, or yes woman, excuse me, or yes person. You can't stay in these spaces. And so the second, it doesn't matter what you're fixing. It doesn't matter how good you are at what you do. We talked about this the other day outside of our industry. Even somebody had a job for over 20 years, a job that is very difficult to train. It takes you years to train this job. They were fired over some medical shit because they didn't want to pay the medical shit. And it's just like, they don't care about you. Same thing goes in our industry. Unfortunately, they don't care about you. They care about their bottom line. They'll produce that Walmart weed. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about who they're giving it to either. They don't care about us at all. This person that I'm talking about came in, fixed the pest problem, but then there was another issue that they were fixing, and the owners just like came out of pocket and got really fucking disrespectful for no fucking reason, right? So like in that instance, you lose like a really passionate and good person that loves this plant, loves what they do, has been doing it for like 2 decades, and
again, thinks that their success is not because of that grower and
Right.
growing, and they think it's all about them, and they're so willing to just let that person go
and then replace them with somebody that's
that
mediocre.
that's a yes man, and then they think they know how to, again,
It's ego, like put
there's
your
only
ego
so
aside.
much SOP you can do.
Right.
And then it really just becomes, that's the process. And then it is just knowing how to do
Knowing
things.
the plant, knowing how to do things.
Knowing.
Because an SOP is not going to tell you how to, like, it could tell you how to fix all of the problems. But at the end of the day, these plants, like, depending on their cultivar, they're going to react differently to different things. And so you got to know your plant at the end of the day. And sometimes that SOP, what that SOP says to do for this plant is going to kill this plant, because this plant is not like this other, they're not, they're the same. They produce a similar thing, but they have different needs and necessity depending on what region they come from, depending on what their DNA looks like, indoor, outdoor. There's lots of things that determine whether or not this plant is going to respond to your SOP treatment.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm mad about today. I'm tired of us getting kicked out of an industry that we love so much.
Let's
And
fight
here's the
back,
thing-
and that
and
means
here's the thing. Here's the thing too, is that you hear all of these lawmakers bullshit us about why they want legalization when they do choose finally to get on our side for legalization. Oh, we want to end the underground market. They don't call it underground market. They call it the black market. You guys know that, right? They want to end the underground market, right? Bitch, you're building the underground market, because here's what's going to happen is all of these cultivators, all of these extraction technicians, and all of these people that have like these management skills that are like doing the dispensing and having these conversations with patients and with consumers about how cannabis is going to work, they're going to leave the industry and do their own thing. Some of them are going to do it in an ancillary situation where they're going to build a legitimate business and like, oh, we're going to educate now. Some of them are going to go back underground, and that's where they're going to thrive. And that's fine with me, because honestly, I'm tired of this cookie cutter shit. I'm tired.
And also, and this is what, when we're talking about our regulations, and now they're looking about, okay, you can home cultivate or you can't. And they're straight up, we already say it's
if
legal,
it doesn't have home
but then they
cultivation,
say,
don't even say,
but
don't
then
even.
it says no home cultivation. Well,
Don't
what
even
does that
fucking
do
bother
for me?
with
That automatically signals that you're pushing me straight into a store because I
you want my
can,
money.
because I'm not allowed to do X. And then again, it stunts any other ancillary businesses, grow stores, clone, like processing, testing. And so we're looking at, and so this kind of leads into why we're here in St. Louis.
I don't want to get, we're
just
going
here
to
to promote the show.
We're promoting it because we can't, I don't want to, we have opinions. Of course we do. We always have opinions. And we've stated that, if you guys want to look, we've stated those opinions, but honestly, we want a fair and unbiased conversation. And so we're trying to like not really put our 2 cents too much into it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hey, Lisa, thanks for joining us. Thanks for helping us out here. We're excited to be here, and we are, here for 2 reasons. And one of them being the show, of course. It works out. Missouri is one of our favorite places in St. Louis. And so, and then, and it just tied into our wonderful line of Queen Kitty seltzers brought to us with Mighty Kind.
I'm going to block Kyle real quick. Some
There we go.
product placement.
And so Mighty Kind is our producer, and we are here.
Holla, we love you, Josh.
Picking up our next order of drinks, and so to take back to Colorado. So we are here for Amendment 3. We're here to stoke the conversation, talk about what's going on, hear both sides. And so if you want to call it a debate, which we are,
that's what we're calling it.
We've got a panel of those that are vote no, and we've got a side, we've got a couple people that have said they're going to be there representing the vote yes side, but we haven't been able to really get confirmations in the past since we've arrived. I say day, I forgot to say it, in the past day that we've arrived.
Yes, but also, okay, anyways.
But anyway, so if you are one of those people that have vocalized that you would like to join us to give your view and reasons of why someone in Missouri should vote yes, we'd love to hear from you. We, like I said, we also are looking for questions, audience to chill with us.
What's up, Daniel?
What up?
Are you going to be in our audience tomorrow? Please be in the, not tomorrow, but Wednesday. Please be in the comments on on Wednesday. Make sure you guys are in the comment section on Wednesday for sure. We do want, like she said, we want your questions. We're not gonna fight and we're not gonna be mean to each other. We're gonna like have like a real
We're going to be
debate.
passionate adults.
Yes.
And we're going to respect each other.
Yes, we are.
But we're going to be, but everyone gets to be heard. So bring your opinions, bring your facts.
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 We want facts.
We want facts, but bring your passion, I guess. If
Yes.
that's,
Yeah. I mean, your opinion on those facts will be plenty welcome.
you
but
know what we
we-
mean.
We want the facts for sure.
Facts. Sorry.
Wait, this goes this way, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even know. Yeah, so we're super excited for this conversation. We're working on a spot where we're not debating it in the comments today though. But you're welcome to come on and debate. We've told you. So we're working on a spot where we can host like a few people, and maybe have a live studio audience, and that could be at the New Cola Lounge. We're just working out some of the details right now. So
Yeah. So that's why we're here, and we are excited. So please, if you're listening to this and you're in Missouri, please share. Please tell everyone that.
tell everyone we're here. We're here.
We're here.
We're here.
Tomorrow we're gonna be running around doing little Queen Kitty photo shoots. We've got to run our
Yes.
labels to the manufacturer so we can get our labeled product. Ooh, we get to do maybe they'll let us do some video again.
Oh yeah,
our new
maybe,
labels.
Yeah, because we might be dropping it off at the office. He said it might be
That's right.
easier to drop off at the office.
Well,
So-
they're always good about taking video for us. So.
Yes. So yeah, I'm excited about it. Our new labels are amazing. Can you just hand me? Are they on the? Okay. These new labels are amazing. So this is our CBD water. This is our bubblegum burst. And I love the labels. They're so much fresher, larger. It's a low dose CBD. There's no sugar. It is organically grown hemp. It is created here in Missouri, which is why we're here to pick it up. We have a little bit of education on every can about the cannabis world. This one has terpenes on it. There's no yak in, you guys hear that? That's just rocks. It's an empty can. It's fine. There's no yak in the back, which is something that we pride ourselves on. And our parent company is Mighty Kind, Be Mighty Kind. So definitely check them out for other flavors. We have bubblegum flavor. We also have lemon kiss and nearly naked.
So Mighty Kind has some flavors, and the bubble gum is a strawberry pineapple essence,
Yeah.
and it is Mighty Kind's pine berry. So
Which is actually, I think he might be.
it's not on their website anymore.
So we have it.
But they do Hetty Lemon, and then St. Louis, the St. Louis Cannabis Club has the peach mango.
Yeah.
And so, we haven't talked about it, or we've talked about it, but we'd love to, anyone that's interested in the Mighty Kind
It is
lineup,
available. Let's talk.
along with, our label. I think they're happy to talk about expansion and distribution.
We are looking to expand in other states, but Daniel, yes, it is available, and we would love to have that conversation. We are not here to, of course, ever step on anybody's toes, but we think that there is a space for Queen Kitty within the market. We could even share a shelf with some of our partnered drinks. So
yeah, I love the peach mango
is
as well.
Very good. Yeah.
I love adding that to a mango lassi smoothie. Oh my gosh, it's so good. With my joint.
And so one of our clients actually adds a little bit of simple syrup, like a flavored syrup, and then bobas to the Queen Kitty. So we got a
Boba soda.
little boba soda.
Boba soda.
So good. And you can get it without the simple syrup and just the bobas.
So again, no sugar.
No sugar.
Except for what's in the boba,
Of
because she does the flavor selections.
Mhm.
Oh, so good. They burst in your little bursting,
Listen, let
bursting
me tell you
curls
something.
is
Those
what
little
they're called.
bursts when you're stoned, I'm saying it's so good.
And I'm just saying, someone said something about like seltzers during the summer or during the winter and that they don't sell as much. And I was like, are you nuts? I was like, people are not stopping drinking White Claw just because it's snowing in the mountains. I'm sorry,
Sometimes
they're not.
There actually, I feel like people like cold things when it's cold outside.
People
A lot
eat
of times.
ice cream
Yes.
when it's cold outside. I like it. I mean, I'm not going to stop. So
If I am snowboarding or doing something really active in the cold, though, man, a nice cold drink after that
yeah.
to quench your thirst.
Yes. So I'm just saying,
Yeah,
Queen
we're
Kitty,
actually-
good for every day.
We're kind of close, Chris. So, probably not this trip, but we could work out a situation where we could get them into Arkansas as well, because it's kind of close. So
Yes, and I've been tagging one or talking to one of the businesses in Arkansas.
we
The,
want
the Weed House.
we
is,
want to be like big, like Coca-Cola big. You know what I'm saying? Like can't stop, won't stop. We want to be everywhere.
Stop. Won't
Well, we
stop.
want to see that Queen Kitty everywhere.
Queen
Pop
Kitty.
this. That's
Pop
put it
it.
in your mouth.
Quench your thirst with the Queen, y'all.
Pop this kitty. Put it in your mouth. That's for you next.
People love seltzer everywhere. It is.
Just take this back. It's going out. I
It's
can't
fine.
deal with it
Yeah, I'm
right
good.
now.
I mean, it's perfect, man. You know, when your mouth is all dry from the nice fire crackling, and you just need to parch that,
Yeah.
dryness in your mouth. Reach for a Queen Kitty seltzer.
There you go.
Ice cold, tickles the throat.
Tickles the throat.
Ooh, tickles the throat.
You got some
But no
bursting
yak in the
bubbles.
back.
No yak in the back, but it does tickle the throat. It's a little surprise.
It's a fine
for you.
dance. It's a fine dance. And you can add Queen Kitty to any cocktail and make it a kitty tail.
You know, Kyle, I don't know how comfortable you are doing this, but we are looking for some sexy ads.
I'm always down to bare my breasts.
Yes,
man, I tell
we
you.
would love it. We need some sexy ads.
Because Queen Kitty is for everyone.
It is.
It's brought to you by us, but
Yeah.
it's for everyone. So drink it.
I mean, we're the pussy power behind it, but it's for everybody to enjoy. For sure. Absolutely. I thought you'd like that next. You're welcome.
But yeah, we want to do. We kind of want to do this whole thing in Arkansas. Bring like a little show to Arkansas. Talk about the things that are going on. I mean,
Yeah,
it
we
probably,
need to come there. Like, honestly, I wish
it's not going to happen.
It's
before
not
election
going to happen
time,
before
but-
election time. But man, I wish we could have made that happen before election time, because it would have been a great conversation to have about their amendment that they're putting through. Because good Lord, that one clause alone makes me not want to vote. They want to give so it's an initial 10% tax on the product. So initial 10% tax right off the get. That doesn't include what the different cities, municipalities, counties are going to tax on top of that. So that it usually ends up being like in the 20%, I think 27 sometimes percent.
That's your regular tax, and if you have state
Plus
tax,
state tax, sales tax,
Yes,
right? Exactly.
yes.
So all of that. What was it you that was telling me that you went somewhere recently? And who was telling me they went somewhere recently and the tax was damn 50% of their fucking bill?
Holy crappers!
I would shit my pants.
I mean, where I live, there's already an 8%. They call it a resort tax because of where I live. So it automatically goes to, it's like a town.
It's as if it's not expensive enough to live there. They're like, here, you have to actually pay an extra tax.
Well, and it's when you're on the resort property, but it pays for the heated sidewalks.
It pays for the heated sidewalks.
I live in a
yeah.
bougie area. I love it. It's my favorite place to be outside.
Heated sidewalks. That's like next level.
I mean, it is. I mean, to be fair, and this is gonna sound super white because it is, But also, you live in a place that gets a lot of snow. Like she lives in a resort area,
Yeah.
literally.
I mean, my sidewalk does not have.
She don't live in a place
I have
like
to shovel
she
my
has to shovel, yeah.
my, and I do my
But near the
HOA shovel. My
resorts.
HOA shovels it is actually.
But in the resorts, they have the heated sidewalks because they don't want those people paying all that money to walk in the snow. That
They don't want
came
them
to
falling on their butts in the snow and then having to,
pay for that.
yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Chris knows he was a
Yes. See. Yeah, I
Mhm.
agree. I agree. It's a bougie thing, but also, yeah, that's a lawsuit that you avoid by having heated sidewalks, I think.
But it's like if you're paying, if
But
you're a resort,
also, it's so
worth it.
expensive, and then they tack on this extra tax. So they're like, they're not paying enough for those heated sidewalks. We're going to need to tack on an 8% tax.
Man.
Everything. So yeah, so on top, so they're going to have that tax. Of that tax, this is literally, there's some other shit wrong with the bill, but this is like the biggest thing. The biggest crux for me of that 10% tax, 15% of that is going to a stipend for good cops. They have to go through some shit, like a program or whatever, and
pays for that.
And it pays for that. So they could get a good cop certificate. And then I know, immediately.
Can you hear that microphone?
Immediately I'm out on that. And then 10% of that tax goes to, yes, it is, Kyle. And then 10% of that tax goes to medical school, where they're it looks like research and development. And then only 5% of that tax goes to community outreach type stuff.
Which, really, when we're talking about cannabis and all the benefits from the plant, it really should, that's where the education starts first. It starts with education in the communities. We've had guests on and we've talked about this, but where the negative impact of what has happened to the Black and brown communities and cops and this plant, and so
how are we gonna give them
to break that stigma and we can't even release people that are in jail.
Arkansas is one of the states that's, I think, saying that they're not going to do the release too, right?
Right. And so again, if you're in a state and there's legalization on your bill and and it's not saying that and they're not calling for expungement and things like this, then
or they're making excuses
it's too much, it's hard.
They should have to apply to the expungement board or whatever, the parole board or whatever. It's out of my hands, says the governor of a state.
And so, or whatever, open up, the pathway that when they are released, they can have a job in the cannabis industry instead of barring them from the industry, which is what Colorado did, is that they bar anyone that has a felony on their record from being attached to a license. You can't hold a badge to work in the industry. So you have to work in the ancillary. And then so again, we're talking about
working in the ancillary, but we all want.
But when you're forced to,
exactly. If you don't have access to the other.
Is and again it's a smaller field too in certain areas where again they're saying you can't do these things, so that wipes out half of our businesses and capabilities.
It pisses me off because a lot of times they're making a classes system out of our industry too. So what they'll do is be like, you want to be a part of the industry? Nothing wrong with this job, you guys. I love that we have it. Oh, you want to be a part of the industry? You can't own a dispensary, but let me tell you what you can do. You can run security and transportation.
Yes. And kudos for those that do it, but
But is that what you want? If you wanted to open a dispensary, you should have access to open a dispensary, not have to be forced into the industry by doing something else or like changing it. You know what I'm saying? Like we're innovative. We're going to change the business plan to get what we need and get where we go. But at the same time, like you shouldn't have to. They should be accessible to small business owners who want to own a dispensary, and those who want to run a transportation and security company. That should also be accessible to them, but it shouldn't be a forced option to be in the legitimate industry. And I feel like that kind of shit makes it like a class system, right? Because it's cheaper if you get this transportation license, but you can't really afford the dispensary license, so I'm not gonna let you do that. You can't do that.
Or or again, just seeing the same things that happen in industries. So we can be different, we can be better, we can hold each other to higher standards, literally, and agree.
No, you're right. They cannot. Unless their record is expunged, they cannot work in this industry.
Yeah.
in the
So
legal industry.
and so we can't. That never ever.
And it's crazy to me because so what Biden did the other day too, by the way, is he did a good thing, but it's kind of baby steps because it leaves out distribution. I feel like altogether. So distribution to minors for sure, but I felt like it left out distribution altogether. And that means that anybody who is caught even with like simple like something small, doing what business owners and, let's be real, white men do every day in this industry, they can't get their shit expunged.
Yeah. I think for me, there's like kind of two sides to like the expungement piece for the Amendment 3 that's going into place. It would be automatic expungement, but at the same time, that expungement is only going to be limited to anything that would be legal under the new law.
Right.
So like people over 21 can grow 3 plants, or there's like gifting laws, but like the amounts are not very large.
But if you were caught distributing and not gifting.
If you're caught like
If
distributing, if you're caught, if you had caught growing more than 3 plants, or if like, and I want to say that gifting amounts are like, it's between 1 or 3 ounces. I can't remember the number, but like if you got caught selling weed to someone that wasn't 21, they're 20 or 19, that wouldn't be under.
Can you gift it to a 20 or 19?
But those 20
No,
I
can't. Not even
gifted
Unless,
because it's right unless gifting is under your medical law, it can't be done.
Yeah, I don't know if there is. There probably will be gifting on the medical side.
No, well,
of
see,
things.
here's the thing: is that
Well,
they don't
that's why
change
they
the
don't-
medical
they
laws just
don't-
because you get
Let's
new
not
retail.
put gifting into the laws
No,
at all.
at all.
Keep gifting to
Shit.
birthdays and holidays.
Anyways,
and-
but like I don't want to get like super deep into that conversation too, because I feel like
Save it for
Save it
Wednesday,
for
y'all.
Wednesday.
Save it for Wednesday.
we would love some moderators. If you guys know any moderators who, what's up? I see y'all coming in. Thanks for joining us. If you guys know anybody that's kind of on the fence and wants to join us for Wednesday, we would love to have them because their questions are going to be super relevant. It's going to help them make some decisions. And also it's going to prevent any kind of bias from us, So what's your med
Right now it's 8 ounces. You can
a
have
month or
you can have on your person, if you're a med card holder, you can have 2 months supply, which would be whatever your 2 month supply is, but it's at least 8 ounces because people are able to get at least your monthly allotment's 4 ounces. So 2 month supply would be 8. So
can you buy that in one shot?
your month, all you can do,
So you can go in and buy 4
40.
ounces.
You can buy 4 ounces, but you can't buy more than. You're not supposed to be able to buy more than that. They're not,
I like the clarification there. Thank you. You're not supposed to be able to buy more than that, but
I don't know if you. I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't really shop in Missouri dispensaries like
it's
at
probably
all.
good
So,
idea.
I've been into a
they're
couple.
hiring people who grow potatoes, so they just and like fucking
I think that kind of feeds
lettuce
into like
patches and shit. So
there's kind of a bigger trend that I noticed kind of towards. I haven't really been too active in advocacy just because it's like, well, we're not going to get into it today, but like I kind of walked away from things like public, and I'm very public, but also I had a little bit chapped about some things. But like one of the things I noticed, even when I was still kind of like believing in the, and I still believe in the cause and all that stuff, but like I was still very much like a true believer in like, we're going to get this done for all the right reasons.
Before you got jaded.
Before I got a little bit jaded, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I've noticed that like there's just a trend of people being like, well, we've all heard it, like we want to remove there's so much talk about removing the stigma. And I think a lot of that ends up being, we want to remove elements of the cannabis culture that exists.
They're creating the stigma.
That is a conversation. That's a real conversation. Is removing the stigma, removing the culture. Like, is that what they mean when they say
there is elements of it
break the stigma? Right? We're not just a bunch of stoners sitting on our couch eating Doritos. I say that a lot, but also there's like this, and we're not, but there's also a piece of this culture that does include that piece.
But again, they're creating the stigma by trying to remove it.
The way that, there's elements of the culture like lingo and ways of dress and ways and types of music that you listen to. And the big thing you get at a lot of dispensaries is it's very, very doctory office, which isn't necessarily a bad thing for some people, but it's also a break away from the cannabis industry or from cannabis culture that we kind of
like, you're not walking into a head shop. So I'll be honest with you guys, like I was working for a national training company, and I worked to kind of change the way that people saw us too. But I feel like I don't want to strip us of our culture. Our culture has a place and a time, but there are also other places and times where maybe we have to use a different language, because the people with the money, unfortunately, are definitely coming from corporate America.
And they're the ones that put a lot of, quite frankly, corporate America and affluent people put those stigmas. A lot of those stigmas were going against people of color.
Right. Those stigmas were placed on us because they wanted people to have a negative outlook on what cannabis was and how the community behaved. And in reality, the stigma is just a stereotype. The stigma is like, it's a stereotype of who we are as a culture. And there are days where I'm thinking about Doritos right now. There are days when I chief and then I just want to sit on the couch and hit some Netflix and eat some chips. And that's dope. But also in the morning when I get up, I chief, I fucking work out, I fucking get on my computer and I do shit for my companies. I fucking take care of my dogs and I take care of my household and I go to public events and I drive across many states to get to another state. These are all things that I do when I'm using cannabis. So that one piece, everybody wants a day where they can sit on the couch and watch Netflix and eat Doritos. It doesn't matter if you cheap or not.
Insert drink wine, insert eat lots of other foods, insert Uber working out. There are some people that are mad obsessed with that. I'm like, good luck with that. Sorry.
Everybody, listen, your body, first of all, your body requires and requests downtime. And so to use that against us because we use a plant is ridiculous.
And our endocannabinoid system tells us what we need. So if it's, you need to chill.
That's what you need to do. Your body tells you what you need.
Your body tells you.
Listen to it.
Our ECS signals that, and
what's happening?
There are little ones.
That's
right.
There are little ones pitter-pattering around.
Upstairs and outside. It's cool. We are at 1 minute mark for the big exciting event, which is 420 on the West Coast. It is going to be 4:20 on the West Coast in just a few moments. Time, not even minutes, moments.
Moments.
Seconds.
Seconds. It's moments. It's a couple minutes.
Baby, I don't know. It depends on who you're talking to. So here's the thing too, is that I'm always like, for me, when I talk about professionalism, I like to wear, it's 4:20 on the West Coast.
Oh, it's going. Oh shit,
That's so loud.
That is an ugly alarm.
That was not.
It's because I had to reset the alarm for 6:20.
So when I would talk about those things, I was just, I was out there trying to help people get a job. And I think that, dressing the part I would actually say this. So even though I come in with a suit, if I'm teaching you something, I'm gonna come in with a suit. That's just who I am. And that's how I like to present myself. But I don't think something like that is required for all of this bullshit, right? First of all, if you're a grower, what are you talking about? I don't want my grower in a suit. I don't want my grower in a suit. Okay. I want my grower, especially if it's an in-person.
Unless he wants to be in a suit.
I mean, I guess, but if let me tell you something. If it's an in-person interview, I don't want that man in a suit or that woman in a suit. I want that person in a attire that they can talk to me about my garden and be in my garden, right? And feel comfortable in my garden. That's what I'm saying. Dress for the job that you are trying to get. Are you trying to be a manager? Are you trying to be a dispensary agent? Are you trying to be a cultivator? Are you trying to be an extraction technician?
When I have looked for cannabis fashion, because we like to, I always love what you've put together and the things that you've ordered.
Thanks.
And I just do color. Like I don't have a lot of printed stuff until
Until
we
now.
get our new,
Oh, where are they? I don't even know where I put them.
they're in the kitchen.
Are they in the kitchen? I'll be
Yes.
back. No, this has never
So
happened.
we've been working hard on so many things for Queen Kitty. And so we have a page ready we have merchandise ready to release. We are just working on our page to actually be able to release it. So we've ordered our test samples of a few of the products to make sure we want to release it on the website.
Mhm.
So we got
All right.
one of the many things.
Mhm.
Cheater.
It's goody.
She's eating food and that's not fair. Koozie.
That's for you next.
Next is gonna get one of those.
Next. The next time I order, I'm gonna order you one. This is for you. So we are definitely gonna say yes to this to go on the website.
I'm gonna darken up the kitty. I'm gonna do the outline of
This
the cat
darker,
more. Yeah.
so that you can see a little better.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, that's gonna go up.
I thought you wanted to look at the koozie.
He does want to look at the koozie.
Oh my God. This is
They are fire. So we also have, what else we have coming? We have kimonos coming. We have coffee cups coming. We have
And they're magic coffee cups
the
too.
magic ones, the ones that turn from black to white. I love those. I think we have like a tumbler or something like that coming. A couple of t-shirts, sweatshirts,
Jacket.
a jacket,
A bomber.
a bomber jacket. We have personalized bomber jackets coming for us, but we're gonna switch it up a little bit for public, but we'll have those available as soon as we approve the design. We are gonna print some more stickers for sure. Right now we're using print direct stuff, so we're limited by designs and stuff like that, but we are working diligently to get that merchandise put together, make sure that we like what it looks like, and then put it out to you. So that's what we're doing right now. We're doing research and development.
Because this is my first adventure with adding designs to direct print and having it available. So And then, we'll
Do
get
you-
that to.
Have the link for the history.
Yes.
Okay, great. While you are pulling that link up, I am going to tell you about our sponsors. So, lovely sponsors. Our sponsors, we are sponsored by, of course, we are sponsored by Queen Kitty Seltzer. Queen Kitty Seltzer. Pop this kitty, put it in your mouth. I need to plug in. Can we plug me in
Yes.
before we lose this whole feed?
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So I can look up the history too if you need me to. Sorry, we're about to have a technical difficulty.
No. Except for that, then my history is gonna do history quickly.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I can look it up if you need me to. And here we go. We're plugged in. Okay, good. So, Queen Kitty Seltzer, sorry about that interruption. This show is brought to you by Queen Kitty Seltzer. Pop this kitty. This is our CBD line. Pop this. This is the Nearly Naked. No sugar added, organically grown hemp. And for our flavored drinks, we use organic botanical flavors. So there's no sugar, there's no sweeteners in this. It's just water. It tastes like water. It's delicious. It's refreshing. It quenches your thirst.
And our face is on every can, y'all.
And our face is on every can.
Has it got bobas in it?
With a little
You
factoid.
can add bobas to it.
You can add
What about
bobas.
They don't have bobas.
Oh, you said it had bobas.
No, I said
If
somebody
you-
makes a boba soda with it.
If you go down to Durango's,
This
go
is-
to Magpies.
This is an example of men not listening to women, y'all.
Sorry, I forgot. Sorry.
You can check us out on solo.to/Queen Kitty Seltzer. We are working on a merchandise site for you guys to get some of our merch. And we are working on distribution to other states outside of Colorado and Missouri. Oh, we're working to get into Missouri too, actually, because we're manufactured here. So we want to get into a couple spots that haven't seen Be Mighty Kind or the St. Louis Cannabis Club or Queen Kitty in their spaces. We would like to get collectively all of our drinks on the shelves in different flavor varieties. So
Yes.
help us out. This show is
Yours.
also brought to you by CQ LLC Cannabis Compliance and Education. We do compliance work and education for your team. www.cq-llc.com. We are certified responsible vendor trainer for the state of Colorado. Customer service cqllc@gmail.com or 970-426-5985 is where you can reach us. And with that, let's talk some history.
Oh, I didn't pull it up.
Oh my goodness.
No, it's right here.
Okay.
I was playing Nugget.
Let's play with Nugget. I did Gloria Estefan last time from that list.
Yes.
So I'm going to pull up.
Gloria Stefan.
We got the.
Yes.
And then we're gonna do Would You Rather. Okay.
What song did she sing?
Come on, baby.
That is the one.
Come on, baby.
That one.
Do you want to do the?
I don't know. Listen,
That's
That's not it.
She also
Should we do
sings,
J-Lo?
Get on your feet.
Oh, yeah, she does.
Do you want to do J Lo or Joan Baez?
Joan Baez.
I like Paula Abdul, man. She's
Oh,
like,
that's a good call, too.
We'll do Paula.
I like the video she
We
did
are
with the
outside.
Me
We
too.
are outside of Hispanic Heritage Month, being it runs an odd month or day to day, but every day is History Day with Cannabis Closet. So Joan Baez. Joan Baez, she is an American folk singer, songwriter, and political activist. She performed at the March on Washington in 1963 and was a central figure in anti-war protests as well. In 2017, she was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let's see. Oh, here's a lovely quote from Joan. To sing is to love and affirm, to fly and to soar, to coast into the hearts of the people who listen, to tell them that life is to live, that love is there, that nothing is a promise, but that beauty exists and must be hunted for and found. Let's see.
I love that.
And so she was born in 1941, January 9th.
She's Capricorn.
Capricorn. And born in New York. And let's see. She was famous for, she has 30 albums under her belt. She's an influence in American folk music and activism. Her father was Mexican and her mother was Scottish. Folk music.
Nice.
Let's see. She dated Bob Dylan for a time.
Yeah.
Woo. And let's see. She released her first self-titled album in 1960. She helped bring him into the spotlight as she invited him to sing with her.
Of course she did. Of course she did. Because if you look around a successful man, you will find a supportive woman.
Yes. She was a figurehead in protests and marches. She sang the famous song, We Shall Overcome. This is overcame, but is it overcome? At the march in Washington in 1963.
I'm going to say
probably Martin Luther King.
It's
Jr.
probably overcome. It probably is the way it's supposed to sound, but they misstated it or whatever.
It's tight. She continued her activism into the 80s, worked and also worked with human rights organizations and fought for LGBTQ plus rights.
We love her.
I love her. She was awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award in 2007, the Kennedy Center Honors Award in 2020, and of course the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame again in 2017. There is again, coloring book.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do a coloring book, you guys.
So this is, I think I posted this on our original show back at the beginning of Hispanic Heritage Month. But SpanishMama.com is where we're reading all of our biographies from, and they have lovely cartoon printouts. So if you go to that website and you print one out and you want to color it and send it to us, take a picture of it, we will share your artwork.
We will.
It's a
Here
thing.
on the
I
show
love.
and on our
I'm yeah. We talked about a coloring book, and she's like,
Be
we
respectful.
got other things to do, but yes, a coloring book.
Listen, be respectful with your coloring. We don't mind some like artistic innovation, but also, you know what I'm saying. Just be respectful when you're making those. I just feel like I need to put that disclaimer out there, which we didn't do our disclaimer today, but y'all already know. So it's fine. I think it's fine. So
As long as your innuendos are acceptable, we're okay with that.
that's it. So by who? Acceptable by who? So before we go, we're gonna do a would you rather. And I want to remind everybody that we're having an Amendment 3 debate on Wednesday. So set your alerts, your alarms, tell your friends, have everybody come on and show up in the comment section or potentially in person. So we're working on a space right now to get some in-person live studio audience. We'll see what we can do. And yeah, so that's coming up on Wednesday. Have your questions ready. And if you have any specific questions you want us to ask, go ahead and send them to us at cannabiscloset420@gmail.com. So I was at the bottom of this list the other day, so I'm just going to go down here.
Did we remember what we asked last time?
I didn't.
I bet we'll scroll. Maybe we'll scroll by
Maybe.
the same list.
No, oh my God. Okay. Maybe this one. Yeah. That one. Okay.
60 or 62.
60. Let's see, wait. Oh. Okay, we're gonna go with 60. I think this one. 61 is
All three of those are
horrific.
just wonderful.
Yeah. Okay, so would you rather be unable to move your body every time it rains, or be unable to stop moving every time the sun comes out? What's up, Indica? So would you rather not be able to move at all when it rains, or not be able to stop moving when the sun's out? Like, can't stop, won't stop. You know, like the UPS guy on, what do you call it? On Saturday Night Live. No, Mad TV. Mad TV.
I'm gonna go with the rain thing, like, because if it's raining and
Then I can
move,
sleep.
then I can just, then I got a reason to
Then I
not
got a reason to
get
sleep.
out.
What if you live in Seattle?
I mean, you would have to make a conscious decision to not live in. I think because
Indica's
also-
like, I'm zooming through this life. What if you live in Alaska?
but also, like, are you allowed to stop even if you know,
No, you can't
if
stop.
it's
moving.
sunshiny?
What does not stop moving
What does
mean?
not? What does that mean?
I love to nap when it rains anyway. Me too. I'm a big fan of the nap when it's raining.
Unfortunately,
I'm a
my
big
curtains make
fan.
it look like it's supposed to rain outside.
I want to put that up for you guys. So if you guys have any questions for the debate, feel free to email us. Also, if you want to join us on Discord, we're there often. We haven't been there recently because we've been traveling, but so if you lived in Alaska, then you would just like have both, right? You would be like nonstop moving until the sun was gone. And then when it was in the dark times, you would just be asleep all the time.
Yeah, but is
There's
it
a
rain?
lot
Like a
Alaska.
hibernation.
But is it raining?
Is it raining? Oh, that's right, because it's got to
It's
be
rain.
raining. It's not darkness. I'm sorry, I got confused. So if you live in Alaska and it's sunny out, and then you just don't get a reprieve until the sun goes away.
What if you're living in the Amazon during rainy season?
Oh my God, you'd get eaten by a snake.
Well, yeah, maybe.
You would get eaten and swallowed by a snake because you can't move. And they would be like, oh, free eats.
Yeah,
But
like
it's a
you're
buffet.
like, yeah, cocoon, like you're
yeah.
like a little
You just, is it like, what is it, that
what is
Harry,
it?
what is that Harry Potter spell where they
pot sticker or a spring roll.
RIP to Hagrid, guys. He was like 76 or some shit though, right?
But still,
I mean, it's still sad, but I mean, it's also, free eats. I know the snakes would be like, oh shit, somebody left me a fucking buffet on the ground. You just like fucking. All right. Well, it's been a fun show, you guys. Make sure that you visit us on our website, on our solo. Visit all of our socials. Make sure you're following us. Set your alerts. Make sure you're here on Wednesday because we're gonna have that debate. It's gonna be very exciting. We're gonna put some questions together. We're working on our question list right now. And we would love your input. If you're in Missouri, we'd really love to know what's most important to you. What do you want to know most about this Amendment 3? We're going to ask it. We're going to ask those questions. So say goodbye to Kyle. He's leaving. Look, he's leaving. But tell us about the comedy showcase one more time before we go.
Yeah, man. So this Friday, just like you can on every third Friday of every month, you can come down to the Empire Room, 3407 California Avenue, and if you can check out the comedy show. It's Best Medicine Comedy and Cannabis Showcase. It's the only showcase like it in the city. And this month's lineup is great. We got Chad Wallace headlining, and a lot of really great local comedians. So
Dope.
Nice.
Awesome. Go check it out. We're going to share the poster on our website or on our social media. And go. It sounds like a good time. I love to go somewhere where they're going to make me laugh. Like, make me laugh.
Every third Thursday, right?
Friday.
Friday. Every third Friday.
Every third Friday.
Third Friday.
We will throw the link onto our Facebook page. We're going to link it from him. And also we'll throw it onto our Instagram as well.
Nice.
Yeah. So we'll throw it out there. Yeah. Have a good night, you guys. As always, we don't have a joint for it, but where's the? Oh, it's way over there. As always, you guys, be nice to yourself. Make sure you put your mask on before assisting others. It's very important.
Yes.
It's very important.
Yes. Cultivate love. Bring it to you. You deserve it.
You do deserve it.
Mhm.
Don't ever think
And if
that
you
you
don't think that you have any love, then give us a shout. We will.
You are worthy of love.
Yep. You are worthy of love. Let us know.
Stay lifted.
Stay
As
lifted.
always. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Join us for the debate. Amendment 3. Yes or no? We're going to get down to the bottom of it. Thanks for joining us today. Oh, listen, I don't know where my camera spots are. Thanks for joining us today, you guys. Oh,
Bye.
wait. Oh, I almost forgot.
I
forgot.
missed your. Woo, woo, woo.
Woo, woo, woo. See you guys on Wednesday.